and happy Saturday. Great and grand rising to you today. Welcome to your daily antiviral message. This is day 13, and I am so glad that you are here with me, getting my technology ready. Yeah, this is your daily message. You know, we come here every day to learn about living beyond the virus, okay? So I want to welcome everyone here. Welcome to all the newcomers. I want you to know that this is where we come together, where we gather together each morning. We gather here to focus our thoughts. We come here to share. And I'm so grateful that we're willing to ignite ourselves and send some good energy out into the world. People from all over the world are on this thread, sharing and loving each other. Yeah. And I love that people come onto the thread saying, good morning. How beautiful is that? So we give thanks for that, yeah? And even if we cannot be together physically, we can touch with breath, and we can touch with prayer. We can touch with powerful, positive thoughts. And we are looking at the world and ourselves differently because this crisis has made us grow and heal and change. And we're answering a higher call, yeah? And so we begin this morning. Yeah, together, let us take a long, deep inhale and a slow, complete exhale right through the nose. We're breathing through the nose this morning. And as we breathe together, let's set an intention to defy anything and everything that would challenge our right and capacity to breathe fully and freely. So let's breathe together one more time. Take a long, deep inhale through the nose and a slow, complete exhale through the nose. Now just relax into this moment, right here, right here. Come fully present to this moment. Just be aware of where you are and what that feels like. If you're on your phone or your device, wherever you are, just breathe and relax and be aware. This morning, let's take a moment to send light and love and energy to all the volunteers that are showing up all over the country to serve and support those either who have the virus or those who are fighting the virus. People are cooking for the doctors and nurses, and military personnel are building supplemental hospital rooms, and people are volunteering at food banks and nursing homes. And today we just want to send them light and love and energy. And holding that intention, we call forth white healing light and the violet transmuting flame, a healing energy, and we send it out through our hearts to all of those who are volunteering wherever they are in the country. And we give thanks that there's so many dedicated, loving people willing to do what needs to be done that's required for the good of us all. Just hold a thought for them. And we place our hands over our hearts and we repeat silently or aloud with the intention that every person volunteering or working in service of others, regardless of their age, their race, their location, will receive and accept our energy. May you be surrounded by a white light of protection. May you remain in good health. May you know peace. May all that you give be returned to you tenfold. Hold that thought. And we breathe. Serving those who are serving others, who are serving others. Yeah, so this is a time of service. Our inspirational reading today comes from a classic work, The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem by Nathaniel Braden. This book is about 26 years old, but it's just as valuable today as it was when it first appeared on the scene. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. But I'm reading from chapter 12, The Philosophy of Self-Esteem. I have a right to exist. I have a high value of myself. I have a right to honor my needs and wants and treat them as important. I am here on the earth. I am not here on the earth to live up to someone's expectations. My life belongs to me. I do not regard myself as anyone's property, and I do not regard anyone else as my property. I am lovable. I am admirable. When people treat me dishonorably, it is a reflection of them, not me. I trust my mind. I see what I see and I know what I know, whether or not anyone agrees with me. No group or individual has the power to determine how I will think and feel about myself. I am worthy of happiness. At the most fundamental level, I am for myself. I accept myself. I am responsible for my existence. I am responsible for the achievement of my desires. To the extent that I practice these and they're integrated into my daily life, my self-esteem is supported and strengthened. And so we breathe. That's the 6 pillars of self-esteem, and that's the philosophy of self-esteem, okay? So listen, there is no affirmation today. I could not think of a powerful, positive affirmation because I just didn't want to. How about that? And I don't know about you, but I have to say, if I stay home for another 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to need something more than an affirmation to sustain me, okay? I have cleaned and organized. I have thrown out and given away. My desk is so organized, I can't find nothing. All of my washcloths in the linen cabinet are now facing the same way. And I have ironed my pillowcases, okay? So before I started on the sheets, I had to stop myself. I've been home for about 2 weeks now, and I have to confess, it has become such a much, okay? We've been in the house all week because the weather has not been playing well with us here on the East Coast. We've been positive all week, so today it is time to vent, okay? It's time to vent. This is such a much Saturday, and it's time to let it rip. Venting is not bad if you do it the right way. And sometimes you just have to let your hair down. You have to speak your mind. You have to give voice to those frustrations. So I am inviting you to join me in just venting on this such a much Saturday. If you are frustrated, if you are tired of being nice and patient, if you have to watch one more cartoon or spell one more word and you just want to vent, if you have heard just one time too many that we are all in this together, I mean, yeah, we're all in it, and we have used these mediums, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as much as we can, but my goodness, it has been such a much, and we just need to vent, and you can do that right here. How about that? Put it right in the thread. Now here is all I ask. These are the rules, okay? No name calling. Do not call anyone out of their name if you're venting about them. And no cuss words spelled out. If you just need to use one to get something off your chest, use the abbreviation, but let it rip because this is such a much Saturday. It's such a much. Put it in the thread, your stories, your pet peeves, and what you are learning about yourself. Listen, are you talking to yourself yet? Those people that live alone? Are you getting up in the middle of the night to look for something to eat yet? I had no clue that I was a late night snacker. I didn't know. I usually go to bed and go to sleep until the alarm goes off. But since I've been napping in the day, I find myself being lulled and called into the kitchen at 2 a.m. looking for who knows what. Last night, let me tell you what I did last night. I heated up some pretzels and had them with a cup of tea at 2:47 a.m. Why did I heat up the pretzels in the microwave? That didn't even make no sense. I also got on my own nerves yesterday. I am home alone doing 3 things at one time, and I was running up and down the hallway, rushing around like I had somewhere to go. I ain't got nowhere to go, so why am I rushing? I had to sit my own self down and get a grip because I had become such a much, okay? This is such a much Saturday. Come on, people, let it out. It will do your soul good. Sometimes we think that it's not right or proper to give yourself permission to vent. And as spiritual people, we think that we always have to speak softly and float around, rubbing crystals on our head or quoting spiritual literature. Wrong! Venting is good. And if you do it in a healthy way, it keeps you from ripping people apart with your teeth and your nasty words. This is Such a Much Saturday. And you now have permission to vent. Listen, have you used all that toilet paper yet? And why don't the stores have any paper towels? I have plenty of toilet paper, but I'm running dangerously low on the paper towels because I'm home all day cleaning, dusting, putting stuff up. Now, there are some things I do not buy unless they are brand name, and paper towels are one of them. I got to put good paper in my trash can. I cannot, by all that is holy, put some no-name brand paper towels in my trash can. I can't do it. Listen, have you eaten all the food that you bought to get you through the 2 weeks? Did you eat it all in 1 week? Well, let's vent about it. This is Such a Much Saturday, and we've got to get it off our chest. The kids, your partner, the talk shows, the news conferences. Oh my God, the news conferences. It's too much. It's just such a much. Now listen, I love Dr. Sanjay Gupta. You know, the doctor on CNN who's telling us everything that we need to know about the virus. I promise you, I really do like him, but if I see him one more time in a shirt and a tie telling me the same thing today he told me yesterday, I'm going to send somebody a strongly worded letter. I mean strongly, very strongly worded. Let me see what's in the thread. Let me see, people are venting. Come on, what's your pet peeve? What's your frustration? Sick of all this screen time. I'm tired of people calling me, asking me what I'm doing. I would take sitting in the house all day. If I had 2 jobs in both essential, she's overwhelmed. Somebody's exhausted and frustrated. I'm angry at the stores that are open to serve. Listen, why they open the service but they ain't got nothing on the shelves? I'm with you. I am with you. You go in the store, you're like, oh my God, is this Armageddon? What in the world is going on? Okay? Listen, I have to say, I did go out yesterday. I ain't been out all week. Okay? But I did go out yesterday because I had to go get me some garlic. And I thought we didn't have to wear masks if we weren't sick. But yesterday, when I went to the store to get my garlic, half the people out there had on masks. I thought there were no masks. I thought you couldn't get no masks. And where did they get their masks from? And are these people the sick people? And if so, what they doing out here? And if they're not sick, why don't they take the masks to the hospitals where the people need them? People calling for masks all the time. Then, let me tell you about this one lady I saw. She had on a printed designer mask. Yes! It looked like it was made out of some African print fabric or something. I mean, it was really fly. Then here I am, bald-faced. I don't know if I need to hide or put my hood on or run home and get a paper bag and put it on my head because I don't understand. So I got my garlic and got back in my car because it was just such a much. It was too much. Now, I was going to go home, but the Amish market was open. Do you have an Amish market in your town? Well, I got an Amish market in my town. So even though I was by myself, being famous and everything by myself, I got a right to go to the Amish market if I want to because they have the best chicken wings. I'm telling you, the baked ones, the fried ones, and I told you Thursday that I do love a chicken wing. So I went to the Amish market. And do you know what happened? Somebody touched me! Ow! She walked right up to me and touched me. And she did not have on no mask. Though I wouldn't have known if she had the mask on whether or not she was sick because people are all confused about when you're supposed to wear the mask. So I looked at her, I said, you're not supposed to be touching people. And then I smiled. Because when you're famous and people be touching you in the street, you got to act like you're being nice. You know? I told her you ain't supposed to be touching anybody. It's such a much out there. But something good did happen at the Amish market. Let me tell you about this. This is what's a good thing that happened at the Amish market, okay? After I got my chicken wings and my fruit juice and my macaroni salad and my cheese, because I'm going to make me some macaroni and cheese on Sunday, I got in the line to get me a pretzel. You know those fresh, hot, soft pretzels that you can only get at the Amish market or at the county fair? Well, I was going to get me one of those. And like I said, I was alone. I ain't had no security, no family, no friends, no nothing. Just me without a mask in the Amish market, trying to be incognito. Trying to make my stay at home a little more enjoyable. Well, when I got in the line to get the pretzel and some of that good hot mustard, they got the good hot mustard with the horseradish in it. And then I was going to get me a large sweet tea too. And we were all standing far away from each other and not looking at each other because you know the virus might jump through your eyes and get on somebody. Okay? So I was standing there, and when they rang me up, Lord, I didn't have enough money. Here I am, famous in the Amish market with no money at the pretzel counter because the pretzel counter only takes cash. I don't know why. Who walks around with cash? I didn't have no cash. I only had the card. And I didn't have enough money. I needed $1.86. So I told the lady, hold everything. I'm going to go to my car and get my mad money out the secret hiding place. But then this woman, this sister woman was standing there, and she said, oh, no, don't do that. That's too far to walk. How much you need? Oh, my God, she gave me $2 and would not take the change. Now, that was a good thing, right? That was a good thing. So I'm not going to vent about that, because that was a good thing. But this is such a much Saturday, and I want you to let it rip. Let me see what's in the thread. Let me see what's getting on people's nerves. Hey, you are not supposed... I know, you're not supposed to touch me, okay? Rude people next door, just plain rude. I know, rude people. How can anybody be rude right now? You'd be so happy to see somebody, you almost want to lick them, but you can't lick them because we ain't supposed to touch. They are definitely showing us by example. Who? I love you more today. You supposed to be venting, not spending no love. Okay, I told the doctor because she extended her hand. Oh, no, that's right. The doctor can't touch you. That's something. I just got out of prison for 2 years just to be on house arrest. Now, that is a good one, right? Overwhelmed, anxious, stressed. Can't even get my thoughts in order. Well, you got to do something. Come on, you got to do something. We just venting about how we feel, okay? Yep, and tell me, who and what is getting on your nerves? Who and what is getting on your nerves? Who have you had just about all you can take? And what is it that you do not want to do not one more time? What is it that you do not want to see or hear not one more time because it's just such a much? You just can't take it no more. Let me see. Those things are in the thread. I'm telling you. Billy won't even come out. Billy's up under the thing. Billy is my turtle I showed you all the other day. But we've been good all week, right? We've been nice to each other all week, right? We have breathed and prayed and meditated, but today we just need to vent because it's just such a much to handle, such a much to see, to hear, and we have no idea when this is going to end. So let's just vent today. Let's just vent. Let's just get it out there because we got to start this thing all over again next week. Now, listen. Now, this don't have nothing to do with the virus and being home. But since we venting, I figured, what the heck? Let me just go on. I cannot take not one more commercial about the abused dogs. Oh, my God. I mean, they play that sad music, and then they show those little faces. And if you're anything like me and you love dogs, it's just such a much. It's such a much. And then you know what I wonder? I wonder if those dogs are really abused. I mean, do the people just go in there and film them and then leave them where they found them, or do they take them someplace else? Because if they're at the shelter now, they're still in bad shape. I want to know what the people are doing. I need more information, and I can't take it. Those little faces, and then when that little one gets the shiver, I said, Lord have mercy. And every time I say I am not going to send them no more money, I lie. I send the money because it's just such a much. And I'm up late at night these days, snacking. So I see the dogs almost every night. Let me see what's in the thread. He called on to check on his daughters. He hasn't called to check on his daughters. Oh, my God. Thanks for giving grace. My neighbor don't like to work and running the generator. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Listen, and here's something else I want to know. I want to know, when did they put all these television shows on that I don't know nothing about? I saw this commercial the other day for this thing called the Council of Fathers. What? What in the world? When did that come on? They don't do previews anymore. They don't show you the commercials. I didn't know anything about that show. Nor did I know that there was another version of Love After Lockup, something about 90 days or something. I didn't know nothing about that. Have you seen that? I haven't seen it. Listen, I watch the same thing all the time. Law and Order, Project Runway, Top Shelf, The Have and the Have-Nots, but that's going off because of Loving You and Wrong is coming back on. And I simply cannot make another television show appointment. But I want to see this Council of Father things. I'm going to have to tape it. And have you seen all the stuff on Netflix? Oh, my God. I didn't know Loretta Devine had a show on Netflix. Who knew? And how many versions of Love and Hip Hop are there right now? And did you know Mama June was coming home? And can somebody please tell me what in the world happened to her teeth? It is just such a much. It is such a much. Let me see what's in the thread. I work with they do an incredible, even the rescue. I know they do, but do they have to keep putting it on the commercial? That's all I'm saying. I know what the ASPC does. I give them money all the time. I feel like I can't breathe when I go to the grocery. I know, that was very strange. Wasn't that strange? When I was in the store yesterday, I could feel the fear and the anxiety. And the thing, like I said, that freaks me out is when you stand far away from somebody, but when you look at them, they lower their eyes. I'm like, oh my God, is the virus coming through the eyeballs now? Okay. It's just such a much. Now, get it out. Tell the truth. Don't you feel just a little bit better? Because you've been walking around the house all week, you really don't want to be yelling at the children and biting your partner's head off. And how many phone calls can you make? And the things that go on the Facebook, you know? Just feel a little better, just to get it out. You know? This was just for fun. But the point is, you must give yourself permission to vent sometimes, okay? And if you can't say it, write it out in your journal. Let's give up the need to always do everything perfectly and nice. We want to be treated with respect, and we want to treat others with respect. But that doesn't mean that we have to deny our humanness. That humanness has a right to exist. And what we want to do over the next week or few weeks, however long that it takes to get through all of this, is we want to honor all the parts of us. People with high self-esteem are not the people who do the right thing all of the time, in the right way all of the time. They are the people who give themselves permission to show their warts and wrinkles and not be ashamed of the fact that they have them. And that's what this Such a Much Saturday has been today. I hope it's been helpful for you. I also hope that now that you've vented a little bit, you'll be good to yourself and nice to others for the rest of this Such a Much Saturday. Now for the children today. Now for the children. You on your own. Figure it out. I've been doing something every day. And for the rest of us, please eat some chocolate or some ice cream or something that helps you move through the day with a smile on your face. All bets are off today, okay? All bets are off because it's Such a Much Saturday. Now listen, I will not be with you tomorrow morning because tomorrow evening is the interactive podcast Love from a Distance with myself, Tina Lifford, and Anthony Hamilton. And we're going to talk to you, and you can talk to us. So I invite you to join us. We'll put the link in the registration because you got to register to attend. And even if we can't touch, we can love. That's tomorrow, 7 p.m., Love from a Distance, and each interactive podcast. And I'll be back here Monday morning. And until then, we breathe. No reading today because it's just such a much. Deep bow. Deep bow to us all. Have a great day.